But there's one other thing we should mention, and that's holding a harmonica. Now, if you have a microphone, if you're playing amplified, which a lot of you who are probably watching this video do, you already know that getting a good cup on the harmonica is important. Well, the same applies for playing acoustic. You know, if you want sheer volume, you're not going to want to cup the harmonica. Okay, but if you want a more compressed, larger sounding, maybe perhaps even blues sound, you're going to want to really grab a good cup on the harmonica. So how do you do this? Madison Slim's a harmonica player from Chicago who taught me how to hold the harmonica, essentially. He said this is how Little Walter used to hold the harmonica. So most of you probably already are into Little Walter if you're watching this, but if you're not, you should get some of his records. You just kind of put your index finger along the top of the harmonica with the, you know, the 10 hole here. Some people play upside down. Paul Butterfield did, but and other guys. But this is how I play. And then your thumb on the bottom. You want to leave it a little towards the back so that you have room for your mouth and your lips to go over the cover plates. Okay. Later we'll talk also about setting up harmonicas and stuff like that. But for now, we'll just refer to this as the cover plate. And then the back is an interesting thing. I have it so that my fingers here are kind of wrapping around the back of the harmonica, like this. Now, why is this important? It's important because when my other hand comes in, it's going to create an airtight seal. And it's going to lock in. It's going to be very, very comfortable. There's no place for air to escape here. As opposed to... And that's where that sort of deep Chicago sound comes from. Also, as you're seeing, the wahs in hearing. The wahs, the sound like the wah-wah, that really comes from this. Okay, so you're seeing that the wahs are actually coming from the bottom. Now most people, when they think of a harmonica, they think of it coming out, like at you. But actually the sound is really coming out of the bottom of my hands. It's really coming out of this part here. And the movements, you know, the movement is in the wrist. It's not in the hand. It's not like this, which is a vibrato, of course, okay? A hand vibrato, but I'm talking about the wahs right now, and they're like, because they relate to handling the harmonica. So, you know, there you got it. I actually accidentally covered a little bit of hand vibrato there and wahs and stuff. And you should be working on your breath vibrato, you know. Okay, and there's various kinds of that. There's throat vibrato and I don't know what you call it, but maybe a jaw vibrato. Okay, and on and on and on. So, but you'll come up with your own vibrato. You should be checking them out all out, you know, listening to George Smith for his vibrato, Little Walter for his, Paul Butterfield for his, maybe Howard Levy for his. That all of those players have very unique and different forms of vibrato.